Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Kahalayam Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwakudash. It's like, and double honor to my apostles, and the elders Great Millstone, and Shalom to all you brothers out there pushing the truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, teaching our doctrine, and Shalom to you sisters also, that do tune in into this truth, all right? Or, who's trying to endure to the end. So I'm just back here again with another lesson, and this lesson right here is just gonna be a quick one, all right? You hit Elder Yeshwamba from Dallas. He covered this plague here, this mouse plague that is been hitting on these cities, or should I say three states. One of them was New South Wales, Victoria, and Brisbane. Okay, it's like New Queensland, because if I say Brisbane, Brisbane is a city in Queensland, and so far, I haven't in the city I live in, we haven't really had much about this whole mass going on. It's all happening, in the southern area of our state. Between like I'll show you a map in a minute, between New South Wales and Queensland, and I'm gonna show you this right here. And this right here is a big thing, man. This is big. It's a major thing, man. All right, this and something not to be concerned about. All right, because it's gonna if this carries on, all right, it's gonna cause a famine. Okay, the farmers are gonna be messed up. All right, so what that really gonna do, man? Okay, farms, even diseases are gonna spread. Okay, and it's gonna be worse, man, because I just seen another article. I'll go back to it after I play this video right here. There was a article going on into how the people in this one area of here are they are afraid right now, that these mice right here are gonna cause poison, which is gonna kill the native fishes. And I'm gonna go back to it, go into the article, but I'll play this little video right here, and just to show you.
I'm going to breed a racehorse. Absolute madness. There's a less than 1% chance this horse will ever win a race. This is what you were born to do. We're going to the races. Dream Horse in cinemas June 10. Oh, damn!
Australia's mice infestation may not yet have peaked, and it could last 2 years, the CSIRO has warned. The first reports of mice in plague proportions came from northern New South Wales and now stretch the length of the state. The rodent pests are now as far north as Biloela in Queensland, in various locations around Melbourne and Geelong, and in isolated spots in South Australia and Western Australia. CSIRO Project Officer Steve Henry said while there was no Richter scale equivalent to measure the severity of a pest plague, the current infestation is comparable to the biggest mouse outbreaks that we've had. But the alarming idea of mice marching on our major cities was a furphy, he said. Mr. Henry said mouse plagues in Australia occur about once per decade and typically follow one of two trajectories. 1 year outbreaks involving a surge in numbers followed by a quick crash, and a 2-year outbreak of a population boom, then a plateau, and a second burst the following spring. It was too early to say what trajectory the current outbreak would follow, but the CSIRO is urging farmers to be vigilant. The good news is that when conditions turn and baiting treatments like zinc phosphines start to take effect, mice numbers should crash quickly.
Well, we pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua this right here don't stop, okay? Because see, one thing people, I'm just gonna say straight up, one thing these Edomites don't understand is that when these plagues are happening, they think they have control of it. No, you don't have control of it. All right, okay. Like, oh, it's gonna stop if this and this happen. Nah, man. Yahweh Shem Yashar is the one who's causing these things, these plagues to come out, all right, to happen. Okay, and within the times we're living in, this right here might spread. As you saw, it started in New South Wales. It spread to up to Queensland, to then it spread up to Victoria, and then now it's spread up to South Australia as well. So that's 4 states right there, and those 4 states, those are the biggest states, in the biggest, the most most what word should I use? Productive states. Those are the major states over here in Australia, man. And these mouths are spreading like nothing. Okay, like example, South Australia is known, okay, as what, one of the state that produces wine. You see, they produce wine. Victoria is known for a lot of things. Um, farms and all that over there. Even South Australia, New South Wales, same thing. Queensland, same thing. Okay, because when you go to West Australia, that's more of a desert kinda, and then you go to North North Territory, which is Darwin. Okay, the city's Darwin. A lot of people don't know about the North Territory of the Northern Territory. That's north of Australia. That's also a desert. All right, so there's not too much farms up there, man. Okay, that's more of a mining area. Mining. That's areas you want to go to. But those other the 4 states I mentioned, those where the food comes from. You see, and for me, hey, do I want to see this come to an end? No, I want to see these. I want to see how about Shimmy Shah spread this. Low willing. This is a plague or a judgment be sent forth. You know, unto these people, man, to this fucking wicked, these Edomites of Australia. All right. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you something here, right here. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Let's see if this pops out. This was 3 hours ago. Okay. These motherfuckers want me to pay for newspapers. You got me fucked up. Let me see if this one here works. 47 minutes ago. Right, okay, so cool. Okay, good. It says here, help mice plague heat farms. Okay, it says here, financial assistance is being offered to farms and business affected by the mouse plague sweeping parts of Australia. So they're trying to help them out, all right? The government's trying to help them out. It says Australia Banking Association Chief Executive Anna Bly urged banking customers to contact the institutions for help, including deferring principal payments on business loans and credit cards, whether it be drought, because that's another thing. There was a drought over here in Australia. I spoke on this. There was flood. I spoke on it. Now there's this pandemic we're in. All right. All plague mouse. Australia banks are committed to assisting customers it's like in need. Miss Blythe said. All right. So let me go somewhere here. Um, so this right here is a big thing, man. This ain't no, little. Oh, there was a mouse that popped up here. It's so good. Nah, this right here is a big thing, man. Okay, here we go. This is a big thing over here. You know. It says here, right. It says here, experts fear deadly poison. The New South Wales government is seeking to use to to crush the state's ongoing mouse plague could threaten native fish. The state government has petitioned the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority to allow the auto use of predominant to kill the mice, with Agriculture Minister Adam Marshall liking the use of the substance to napalm. The experts have warned the poison works its way through the food chain, essentially posing a danger to anything that preys on the mice, including native animals like hawks and quails. You see, so these mice, man, a you know, they carry disease in them. All right, and the food we eat, you're not gonna be knowing where your food is coming from, and how do we know this shit here wasn't Yahweh Shem Yahshua didn't put the spirit upon Esau to cause this type of a plague? Okay, because for them trying to go ahead and bring another type of diseases out coming through these mice, Esau, and one thing I want to say about Esau, Esau's a fucking is a hypocrite. You got all these fucking mice plague happening over here in Australia, but it's the same. This the same devil who said the COVID-19 came from people eating rats. I mean, it's like from them mole bats eating bats. All right, but this fucking plague right here, as as the way it's spreading, it can cause a fucking disease also, man. How come they ain't talking about that? You know, it says that the poison would put native animals in danger, even in the river system, such as vulnerable Murray cod. I guess that's a fish they're showing over here. You see, yeah, man. And so this here is big thing, and I pray to you how about Shem Yashada, this right here carries on, man. Let it be a big thing. Because that's the time we're in right now, man. We want to, us brothers in this truth here, man. We want to see more of these things happen. Okay, let me just go ahead and get a few scriptures on that. This is the book of Luke chapter 12. All right, in verse 49 it says, I come to send fire on the earth. What will I if it be already kindled, man? Okay, we know the major fire is gonna be them nukes and laser beams come from the chariot. Also the nukes that where these countries are gonna be, these the allies of America, Babylon, and its enemy, Russia, Iran, North Korea, countries, who are against America, are gonna be sending them nukes over there to Babylon. All right, that's the major fire. But now, this mice plague right here, this is a plague right here. Okay, this is some that Yahweh Shem Shah have sent, and it's already been kindled, man. Okay, and who can stop it? The effect this plague he's gonna put on people is gonna be a lot, man. Okay, you know, it ain't gonna be easy, man. Go ahead, go to book of let's see, get that quick preacher right here. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastics. It's like yeah. It's the book of Ecclesiastics, chapter 39, and verse 27. All these things are for good to the godly, so the sinners they are turned to evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their foes and appease the wrath of him that made him. So these mice right here, we know, what type of poison mice carries in them, man. Okay, and this right here, it was created by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and by him, okay, is by him is why you seeing these plagues or these animals or these little these rats here or these mice are coming out or causing issues, man, among these fucking heathens, all right? And Yahweh Hashem Yashar is not pleased with these ungodly people, man, all right? They're supposed to be receiving such thing you see happening, okay? It's fair, man. Okay, it's fair, because what Esau did to to the so-called Aboriginal of Australia, man, it was wrong. All right, and Yahweh Hashem Yashar is bringing that judgment upon them. Okay, it's bringing it upon them for the shit they have done, man. Let me see this quick preset right here. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. Esau is the ungodly, man, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. You see? All right? So this is, this mice plague right here is part of your punishment that Yahweh Shemeshah is bringing upon you, man. And we want to see more. We will pray for more and more, man. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 17. Humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms. Yeah, man. Eventually, that's the end for the vengeance for ungodly is gonna be fire. Them nukes, all right, and them laser beams over there, to you ungodly Edomites over there in land of America, Europe, okay, over there in the Middle East, Israel, all right, and then some of you ungodly people from here, Australia, who might go and participate in our World War III, you're gonna receive that fire, and you ones that are here also, hey, your end is gonna be worms, okay? You're gonna be eaten by worms, all right, of you dying from type of diseases, all right. The worm is gonna be what's gonna take over you, man. When you die, what comes out of you, man? Worm. If anything that dies, okay. I don't know the term they use in science, but you see when something dies, it be worms and flies take over, man. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Spell, my phone is tripping. Go back to book of Ecclesiastes. Spell with me for a minute. This phone here tripping, man. Damn. Okay, let's go over here. My other phone tripping. Battery's messed up. Okay, let's go. Okay, where are we? 39. So Ecclesiastes chapter 39, and verse 20a, there be spirits that crave for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, that pew out their foes and appease the wrath for him that made him. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these will crave for vengeance. And these mice right there, guess what? They're gonna bring in famine. They're gonna mess up the farms, the fish, okay, any other animals there is out there, okay, because like they're saying, poison, okay. So it's gonna be worse, man. All right. It says, teeth of what beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. And you Esau, you a fucking what? You a fucking wicked man, and you're gonna be punished. Okay, you're gonna be brought down to your destruction, man. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So them amas you see, running around, man. Hey man, they're being commanded to go ahead and do what they're supposed to be doing, and that's why you see just running around, man, running around, running around. Okay, therefore from the beginning I was resolved in the thought of, and thought upon these things have I left them in writing. All the works of the Most High are good, and He will give every needful thing in due season. And so, in the time we're living in right now, the work you see happening right now, that's good. It's good work of Yahweh Shim Yashar. And that, and them mice running around, they were needed in this due time, in this due season, because it is time for this kingdom of Easter to go down, man. All right, this is the time we're in right now. Okay, Yahweh Shim Yashar does everything, when that time is right. Okay, but see, one thing is, these people don't understand that, man. All right. It's the book of for any brothers out here in Australia, man, you believe that in Australia, don't worry about this, man, because check this out. Psalms chapter 109, it's like Psalms chapter 91 verse 10 says here, there shall no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. Me here, after seeing these things right here, I'm not tripping, man. I'm not worried about these things. I'm just, if I'm pleasing Yahweh Hashem Yashar, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'll be all right. Now if I'm being wicked, then Most High is going to judge me. So that's my walk, man. All right, I'm not here, plagued or trouble like the people are right now, man. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. But behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world. See, the Most High is bringing plagues upon the world, man. The sword, okay, the sword is coming also. Esau being a motherfucking sword. Famine, the mass gonna cause famine, death and destruction. Eventually we don't know what might happen, but these mass might cause what? Death, okay, of people. All right. And verse going to Second Ezra. It's like, let me go to the whole chapter, man. Verse 6 is here. For the wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. That's why these things are happening. All right. Therefore, that said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickednesses which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of unjust complain continually, man. And we here are complaining continually. We want vengeance, man. We want Yahweh Shah to come and show this devil who the power belongs to. Because this devil right here, he's trying to play like he's the Messiah. All right. But we know it's like we know who's in power, man. All right. We know who is in power. Behold, my people is let us flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. I'll bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. See, hey, remember when you go to the book of Exodus, Genesis, and all that, you read the history of Egypt, how Egypt went down. Yahweh Hashem Yashah sent plagues in Egypt. And now it's saying here, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. As before. And now it's, that's why you see all these things happening. And it will destroy all the land thereof. That's a miracle. All right. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment the Most High shall bring upon it. You see? They that till the ground, hey, and that right there, okay, you might have people here trip, oh man, you see what's happening in Australia, you see the mass plague, this and this. Guess what? What's going to take place in America? The plagues that are going to be sent on America, they're going to be worse than what you're experiencing. It's like what these other countries experiencing. I take that back. What the other countries experiencing is going to be worse on America, man. Just remember Jacob's trouble. You read Jeremiah chapter 30:7, Daniel chapter 12:1. Okay, Matthew, what is it, 24:21, 1. Okay, if I'm not mistaken or not, you read out through those books, man. America's gonna be going through it. The plague's gonna be coming in after another, man. All right, it won't be stopping because hey, see this mass plague of you in Australia, it might stop. It might come to okay, stop or whatever. But what's gonna come to America is gonna be worse. I'm just saying now. Wait on it. The zombie outbreaks, I'm just saying, man. You wait on it. It just say, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Moses shall bring upon it. They shall to the ground, sucking. They that to the ground shall mourn. You see, the farmers know that. They're mourning right now over in Australia. But in Egypt, America, they're going to be mourning because ain't nothing going to be there. For their seed shall, for their seeds shall fare through the blasting and hail with a fearful constellation. All right, yeah, man. Even hell and all that. It happened over here in Australia at one time where the farmers were complaining because the rain we was receiving, man. Couple months ago. Okay, that was another plague. That was another punishment that the Most I was bringing upon Australia, man. Okay, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that do it therein." See, woe to the world and them that do it therein, man. All right. And so the worst and worst is coming, man. Okay, like they saying it's just America. It's like it's just Australia, man. Nah, man. Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you. What is he that might drive them away? Nobody. You see? Nobody, man. Verse 8. The might Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is that can drive them away? Question mark. No one. Only how about Shai can put stop to it, man. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come up on the earth. Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. Let me go to verse 38. As when a woman with child in the ninth month bring forth a son, with 2 or 3 hours of a birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child come forth, they slack no a moment. Okay, that's how these plagues gonna be coming, soon, man. All right, they're gonna be like that. Even so shall know the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. You see, upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. People, okay, gonna mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. All my people, hear my word, make you ready to die battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, man. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be, man. But these plagues, they're gonna come, man, one after another, man. Okay, and man, Or I can say you people gonna get it wrong, man. You gonna get it. We've been saying it, but who's out here to listen? Nobody. All right. Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall have plagues coming one day, talking about Babylon, death and mourning and famines, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who judges her. Okay. Her plague is gonna come in one day, talking about literally it's gonna be one plague after another, one plague after another, one plague after another, one plague after another. Okay, that's how America's gonna go down, man. All right. Just remember what happened to Egypt. It's the same thing that we're witnessing right now, man. Now at this time it's just happening in different countries, Eventually it's gonna be what? Upon Babylon. It's gonna be upon America, man. You know? So, I'm gonna just stop right there, man. And hopefully this lesson was edify to you brothers out there and sisters out there, man. Hey, just keep watching and praying to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, and keep doing the work, cause you don't wanna be found, in these plagues, or or you don't wanna be found, okay, in it, cause Yahweh Shem Yahshai is mad right now, man. Okay, he's showing he's showing that indignation, anger right now, man. That indignation wrath. You don't want to be found in that, man. You want to be found pleasing him, and you want to be found right by him, man. Okay, so hey, again, Tawada to Yahweh Bashim Yashar Bashim Kwakadash for giving the spirit to do this lesson right here, and again, double honor to my apostles and elders, grand millstone. Shalom.